Okay, so the discussion turned in relation to the consumption of fish, where it's come and what are the forms and method of fishing today, focusing mainly on artisanal fisheries. They talked about sustaining fishing, how we can reorganize it, promote it, and make it work, and so that while generating income for fishermen, it doesn't significantly affect the marine ecosystem in case such as the Bahamas with lobsters and tuna in Brazil. Also consider the problems between artisanal and industrial fishing. Additional, they spoke about the protocols and measures that are stipulated for fishing and the harmful potential that overfishing and pollution have on the environment, either through small or large fisheries, because both generate impacts. And sustainable fishing is a problem with uh, marine protected areas and the different approach that can be achieved from the legal and economic side were also discussed on the problems that exist with the demand for seafood in highly tourist location at the same time as the demand is strongly related to the current crisis in marine resources. And finally, a few conservation issues were discussed in relation to what you do in end these problems and or at least reduce that and be controlled in better way. The community's perception of the sea as a source of income and fish marketing changed as a problem due to the lack of regulation of these activities. In general, the perception of the participants about the fishermen in different according to what type of activity that carry out. They suggest that if indeed both cases have a higher potential to affect the environment, the level of enmity is related, more according to what type of method used. In the case of artisanal fishermen, although they certainly occupy traditional areas established by generation to fish that are carried for the impacts on ecosystem is also an existing factors. But on the other hand, already focusing on fishermen and industrial vessels, clearly the concept of empty uh, in relation to sustainable consumption exceeds the breaks of the limits of the original fishery in a very significant way, because these are use more invasive, dangerous technologies and harmful to marine species and habitats, which is why both and consider enemies of the sustainable consumption of seafood in their techniques are not adequate, but at totally different levels, especially when they are not well executed and management. In other way, the tours are considered successful sites because, as mentioned in the video, the basis of this initiative is goal to giving them access to the local to obtain fishing resources on which to subsist, but with the condition of committing to the care and conservation of this space. And it's a model that works more from my point of view because of human perception of take the control over its of success or failing basis on its decision. The case of Chile is mainly summarized in this have being well accepted and used by fishermen in the thanks to its large coastal line with several reserves. The aquaculture can be complemented or replaced by these permits, which give it an alternative to the fisherman, more than to care seafood and harvest his forests like a farmer, and being an alternative in the case of human groups that don't have the resources to establish aquaculture enterprises and maintain their focus on the sea and having the possibility to subsisting. Okay, and finally, the argument of artisanal fisheries communities as an endangered species is an understandable reality that can be seen today in this is due to various factors such as that due to technology advance, artisanal fishing arts are not highly valued compared to the aquaculture company or large industry fisheries because they don't produce the same amount of supplies, which poses that more as a sustaining option and not as commercial option. And another problem maybe of the communities may that they are being lost today due to the factors that due to these same factors, people migrate highly more highly populated and commercial areas, especially the young people living the fishing that doesn't produce fish, stranding and without a future, expending resources. And another possibility, but unproved factor, maybe land expropriations for conservation projects, but although this is highly unlikely. And in addition to these arguments, there may be uh, many more that justify why this impressive but forgotten art is being lost today. Thank you.